Do we have a Doctor Who scoop today? Yes, it looks like Jodie Whittaker will be returning to Doctor Who at the end of this season. This is a plot leak that comes from a verified insider who is, it's a rumor. It is a rumor. I'll start right there. But the first of this has already come true. And so now we're talking about this because it looks like they're doubling down. Now, there's only one reason for Russell T Davies to bring Jodie Whittaker back, and I'll get into that in just a moment. Please hit the like and subscribe button as we talk about all things Doctor Who and all things science fiction. That's what we do here. I am a science fiction writer myself, and if you enjoy classic science fiction, good space opera stuff, you are going to love My Stars Entwined. This is a 3-book trilogy that starts right here. It's about a human who embeds himself on an alien starship and has to bring back information to home in the middle of a war. It's gripping, it's fun, huge personal stakes, builds up through the whole trilogy. Grab it today. It's available on ebook, print, and audio, all three, to make it convenient for you. Thank you guys so much for being here and supporting us. We've had a huge few days on the books, and this is in the description below to make it easy. All right, so yes, Doctor Who has been in major trouble, as we know, and now an alleged insider has posted rumors about the forthcoming plot of BBC that indicate Jodie Whittaker will be making a return to Doctor Who by the end of this season for the ultimate double down in DEI solidarity. Among other alleged plot leaks, which will leave you guys reeling in just a moment. This is crazy. All the stuff that they're doing is just really painful, and I looked at it and read the list, and I'm like, this really tracks with exactly the way that Russell T Davies built season 1 of the Gatwa era. So this, I believe, is probably going to come to fruition, especially since the first one has already come true. Now, interesting stuff right here. This was broken by Star Whovian, and Star Whovian is a wonderful Doctor Who account. If you don't follow him on X, I definitely recommend it. He's breaking Doctor Who news all the time and pretty much only talks about that on his account. So that's where I follow for a lot of Doctor Who stuff that I end up talking about on here. So good guy. Check him out. Thank you guys for being here. And he shared with me his insider information here on this plot of Doctor Who. And this was what he posted to get me talking to him about it. He said she's coming back. RTD has officially killed it. Now, we know Jodie Whittaker is already coming back in Big Finish audio productions. If you guys don't know, Doctor Who not only is on TV, but there are a couple different audio productions that go on very regularly about Doctor Who. Some of them are very good. The BBC audio ones, there's been a couple great ones recently by a writer, Will Hadcroft, who also did ones for the 2nd and 5th Doctors in the last couple of years. Go check those out if you've not. But they are going and bringing in Jodie Whittaker and bringing in Joe Martin, the fugitive doctor, the storyline that nobody liked, and just continuing stuff with that. I don't know why. And apparently, they're trying to just migrate that right back into the series here. Now, that's pretty interesting, as Gatwa overall has kind of been like a disconnect from the series. Like, even though Davies has definitely brought back some stuff, we had Sutek as the big villain that didn't really work out last season. And of course, now we've had a midnight rehash kind of thing as of the last week's episode. It feels different. It feels like it's really not Doctor. It's like fantasy Doctor Who instead of sci-fi Doctor Who, right? And it's black and gay. There's that too. And it's like the Disney era. They've definitely filed things off. So bringing back something this recent and trying to like integrate in Jodie Whittaker's a really weird call. But I guess it tracks, and this is exactly what the rumors are right now. So the first rumor that we had, which we now have confirmed, is Episode 3 will be a sequel to the Series 4 episode Midnight, and that's already come true. Next is the fugitive Doctor. Joe Martin will make an appearance at some point in the series. Now, I've not seen the episode that's out today on Disney Plus yet. I decided to break this news rather than do a review and watch that yet. I'll watch it later and have the review on the channel tomorrow. I review every episode, if you guys don't know, so thank you for watching those. And then Mrs. Flood will be revealed to be a bi-generated version of the Rani, and this is revealed at the end of episode 6. And so this is now bringing back other villains from Doctor Who past, if you remember. And we'll just do a little Google here. Here's the Rani right here, and you can see. And this is from the old school stuff. And so this is what he's trying to do. He's trying to bring back some of these like really obscure things to try to bring things and I guess tie things in. Now, I've been bracing because I know he really wants to bring back Susan from the original, of course, the original run. And I've just been bracing for that to happen, and I don't know why that hasn't happened yet, but I know he's wanted to, right? So that's a big problem right there. The other incarnation of the Rani will be played by a younger Asian actress, so they're going to race swap her again, who we believe will be Archie Punjabi, right? So this is going to be interesting right there as that goes on. She will appear at the beginning of episode 7, riding a horse in Hungary. So that's a very specific thing. And again, like very specific. This is when I vet rumors. For one thing, I see that one episode series 4 midnight sequel. That was a very specific thing, and that came true, right? And so when you say, "Oh, she's going to be riding a horse at the beginning of the episode," that's a very specific thing to say. So these are the type of things that are verifiable pretty easily. When they're kind of vague rumors, like, "Oh, this David Tennant might be the Valeyard." Like, I mean, it's like that's when you're like, I don't know about that. But when you see this type of thing, and of course, since this fits like the Sutek sort of situation, and we see in the next rumor, the main goal of the Ronnie and Mrs. Flood will be to bring Omega back, who will appear as a CGI monster like Sutek with a giant claw. Now, remember, Russell T Davies loves to kind of rehash his plots and things like that, and that's a rehash of season 1. He's a very lazy writer these days, and because of that, I'm again lending more validity to this because it feels exactly like the way Russell T Davies would build up this mystery about Mrs. Flood, and then reveal all that. Makes a lot of sense, and about the time frame too, because if you look at the way he structured season 1, he set up these mysteries also and started revealing them around episodes 6, 7, and 8, while like the middle episodes kind of went a little off track and didn't really go in that direction, right, as much, except for building some of the suspense. So that's kind of the thing. So this is interesting here. Number 6 is following Ncuti Gatwa's recent decision to leave the series, the ending of the finale was reshot at the end with the 15th Doctor regenerating. However, due to the last-minute decision, the regeneration scene does, unfortunately, feel rather tacked on. Now, this has been rumored up for a while that Gat was leaving the show. And we heard this even back before season 1 here went on the air, that Gatwa and Gibson were going to be out. Now, I posted that rumor back then, and I actually got Bad Wolf emailing me about it at the time, saying that it was not true, that Gatwa was contracted through 2028. Now, I don't know why somebody, and this was a confirmed Bad Wolf employee. Like, it's really weird that they bothered messaging me at the time. They definitely don't now. I can tell you that. But when that happened, I was like, that's weird, and it doesn't make a lot of sense that he'd be contracted for that long. Now, interestingly, on that level, we learned that this series was not even contracted through further than this year. There's no Christmas special even. So how could he have been contracted for that? I guess there's options for him for that long, and that's what they were saying he was contracted as. So very weird situation there, and obviously they were lying, or at least kind of obfuscating the truth somehow, because Gibson's already out. And so it looks like these rumors of him leaving are increasingly becoming true. We're also hearing that Davies is going to be out as showrunner, and that Gatwa doesn't even want to be there without Davies because they got their little gay pride thing they do together, I guess. And that's that. And so this is pretty interesting as this is going on right here. So next, the 16th Doctor is yet to be cast. We won't see who Doctor Who regenerates to because it's not even greenlit. So we don't even think. I don't even think it's going to continue. I think there's going to be a break because they think what they're going to do is they're going to blame Doctor Who fatigue or whatever it is, like they always do, and not actually fix the problems because it's the BBC and Disney, right? So the 13th Doctor, and this is the big one, Jodie Whittaker will make an appearance and somehow assist the 15th Doctor with his regeneration. So this is going to be at the end of the series. We're going to have Jodie Whittaker show up. And the reason they'll do this, in my opinion, because again, this is a rumor, but I'm very, very, very confident in this, just based on what I've heard. This is being done because Jodie Whittaker turning the Doctor into a woman was the first big woke landslide. Obviously, there was a bunch of it in the Peter Capaldi era also, but this was the first one where the Doctor, as a character, became like a woke icon, right? Capaldi obviously wasn't, and it's because that pushed transgenderism, of course, and that pushed feminism, and that's the intention of that. Just like this is to push homosexuality and push the BIPOC, whatever critical race theory with Ncuti Gatwa. So them coming together like this in this situation is Russell T Davies building a thematic. We are all in. The future is DEI, even now. and it's really, really just going to sink for the show. It's really, really sad because I don't think it can come back from this. I mean, like, you have to like really, really pretend things don't exist. And it's tough to get this taste out your mouth of DEI once it's this far into things. They've screwed up really, really big, and it's, I don't know. I don't know what to do with the Doctor Who brand at this point. I just kind of think it's over. What do you think about this? These leaks are crazy. And I believe they're 100% true. We'll see how they develop here in the next coming episodes. And yes, we'll cover them as they come out. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Leave your comments down below with what you think. And check out my Stars Entwined in the description below for great science fiction. You're going to love this. And I appreciate you guys for reading. We'll be back.